Jamie Farmer from Toowoomba in Queensland, Australia. We're at MVP Dyno in Hampton, Illinois. We're just doing the final checks before we go to the drags. My brother John had it, and he gave it to me, and I ran around in it for a few years, and then I gave it to another guy and he gave it back to me. So it traded to a few people with no exchange of money. We originally built this car just to do development work for our machine shop to make products, which we've started doing and going to be ramping up in the next 12 months. And Motion Raceworks have jumped on board with us. With enemies everywhere and starting to supply our product, and they've been a great support. It's a 97 XH Falcon ute. We pulled the motor out of it, threw the LS1 in it, which is absolute easy conversion. I dare say it goes in easier than what it would in a Commodore. The turbo setup is basically a rear mount just behind the cab. The twin 69mm billet Borg Warners, turbo smart gates and blow off valve. It's got a power glide in it, and the old 8.8 diff out of my Mustang, we threw that in the back. The apprentices at work did a lot of welding on it and built the cage. The new motor now is built by Abbott Engines. He helped me out on that one. It's a 400 odd inch motor, Lenardi crank, Corello rods, JU pistons, a set of Jones ported heads. It's got a fairly sizey cam. The cam really works. It's from Crow. They looked after us on that one. LS1 lifters, standard exhaust manifold, standard intake. It's got a Dusty Bradford spec PTC converter. I had to come out a week early because customs wouldn't release the cars. As we found out after the event, it could have been easily released just by a letter. The car came out with Ryan Jansen and Mark R. Blaster, and we're all at the shipping terminal at California. And we finally, about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 4:30, the cars got released, and we were on the road by 5 o'clock that afternoon. I drove to Vegas, had a little camp on the side of the road. Had a servo at Vegas, had a shower, had a feed, and hit the road again. Everything was going good until I got halfway through Utah, and the leads didn't have heat boots on them, and it actually cracked up the lead boots, and I had a little problem. So I stopped at Cedar Springs in Utah for the night, fixed it, put a new set of leads on it, fixed them, hit the road again, and pulled up in Denver, Colorado to meet Doug Cook. We went out, had a few beers, and then next morning hit the road and drove to his shop in Davenport, Iowa. It was just on 3,000 kilometres. So, as you know, in Australia, this is just a common ute. It's worth next to nothing, and that many comments over here. People love the car, and to us, it's just an old, basically a shitbox. But over here, they love the utes. They don't have them over here, so yeah, I got a lot of comments and a lot of attention. They think it's more like a Taurus over here, a Taurus ute. The guys have been helping us non-stop. Has been Andy and Doug Cook from Motion Raceworks. They've been a great support. I've got my co-pilot here, Rick. He's come from Penrith in New South Wales, and there's a lot of people I've got to thank to get to America to do the drag week. And we have Miller Mechanical and Dyno in Toowoomba. They've been absolutely fantastic. They've built half the car. My company and my brother's company, Perotti Engineering, they've put a lot into it, and our side company of Enemies Everywhere. We've done a lot of work back home to make sure we don't have to carry much gear. We're not running a trailer. Everything we're carrying is in the ute. It's a basic toolkit. Our main goal is not to wick it up. Our main goal is to finish it. We're not out to win it. We're out to finish it. We want to be competitive, but the main goal is to finish it. It looks like we've got to run in Super Street because the turbo's a rear mount behind the firewall, which puts us in Super Street. We're hoping to run in the 850 class, which we know the car can do that quite easily and reliably. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be allowed in that class. But we have got a little issue. It's going to come up in Australia. The car's capable of running 750s under IHRA Australian rules, but over here it can only run 850, so I'm just not quite sure yet what they're going to let us do.